right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Last time we stopped at HTML semantics. We've gone through some tags of HTML where we have head, HTML head, title in the head, then body and tables also. We've gone through some series of tags in HTML like image, images, with source, auth, and width. Okay. Likewise, list also. We've gone through this list of HTML lists where we have the ordered list and unordered list. So let me check through again. Okay. These are some of the tags we have in HTML, H1 to H6. All right. And from our code, we've run some codes on the HTML. Let me check my code here. Okay, I have here HTML head, then in the head is title, then after the title, after the head you have the body, then H1 here is welcome to my site. Then on the preview on browser, this is this is display on the browser. Welcome to my site. Then here we say we love to always visit our website. Okay, we love you to always visit our website. Okay, let me change some things there. Visit our site. Okay, from there now, it is saved. Let me save it. Okay. Yeah. We love you to always visit our sites. Let me save this one now. File save. All right. Let me start the server again. So it will start afresh. Okay. Go live. Go live. Okay. This is the index page now. Now, on this page now, some said that they didn't understand what we mean by semantic HTML. Yes, this one means that it means you are using the right tags for the right content on your page. Like where you have to have header, you are putting header there. Where you have to have navigation, you put nav there. Where you have to have main content on the page, you put main tag on the page. There's some area where you have sections. Sections are standalone thematic grouping of content with its own heading. Sections where you have items in groups. Ehen. So you put section as tag there. So that's the way to use the semantic HTML. It means using the right tag for the right content on your page. Then some are articles too. Article. Where you have to have articles like a blog post, news, story, and comments. It involves writing of content. So we put article as tag in that page. Likewise, this one too, aside, it means what? Content tangentially related to main content, like sidebar, ads. um If you have a sidebar on your page, you put this tag there to indicate it's a sidebar, and also footer too. Now, on our own page too now, we will try and put what we call semantic HTML on our page so that we can know how it's used. So now, in the first instance, in my own page here, I will put this one there now on my page where we have A as a tag. This one is not there before. Okay, um A, then index.html, about us, then contact us. Then I also added some page again called color picker. I'll show you very soon. Color picker. We use it to pick colors for our site. So color picker. Now let's view this one now and see how it's shown on the page. This one is not changing. We lock you okay to always visit our site. Why is it not changing? Okay. Okay, so that is changed now. All right. Now I use that semantic HTML now. So now where we are having navigation, I put nav here. Tag nav on the page, then close nav. Where the links end, the nav will end there too. Yes. This is nav now. Inside the nav now, we have what we call the links. They are for navigations. So navigation links. Let's see it now. Though it's not showing anything yet until we add some styles there. Now, also, this one is H1. Welcome to my site. Welcome to my site. As you can see here, welcome to my site. Here now is the header of the page. Let me put header here. HEADER, header. Then header closed. Okay. Header closed. Alright, so that's it here. Header closed. But still yet, it is still HTML. It's not showing anything like it's fine or beautiful for now until I are putting some styles there. So I've added header here on the page here, then navigation for navigation of my links. I've added it now. So now, before we can see the effect of this thing now, we add some styles to our page, and that's in next class now. So next class now, for third week, we will start with Introduction to CSS on our page. CSS means what? It means, let me show you the meaning here. CSS means cascading style sheet. Cascading style sheet. So the language that describes how HTML elements should look in color, in size, in spacing, in fonts and layouts. So we can tell the browser or the HTML how it should look like by adding our own style sheet to it, what we call CSS, to the page. So now cascading means what? Style flows downward when multiple rules target the same element. Then the browser decides which one based on the specificity and sort order. Like now, cascading, style flows downward. This means that if you're having like 2, 3 rows for one element on your page, the last rule, the last one will be the primary one that you to use. Let me try and give you example of this one. Now in my page here, here we have anchor to my page. Now if I give a rule to this H1 here, let's see it now. Now, okay, I'm coming. Let's add a style here. How can we add style to our page? We use 3 ways to add style to our page. I'll show you now. We have ways of writing CSS on the page. The first one is inline. Second one is internal CSS, while the third one is external CSS. So what's the meaning of internal? External are inline. Yes. Inline means that your style is written inside the tag. That is called inline styling. Your style is written inside the tag. Like now, if I say let me give my header here or each one here is style. I will say style equals to, in quotes, color equals to what? Color to be, let me give it a color here. Okay, color, okay. This one, color blue violet. Blue violet. So let's see it on the browser. Okay. Yes, it's a change of color blue violet. Can you see now? Okay. If I say okay, change to any color like this one, color green, and save, if you change immediately. So this is called the inline styling of HTML. Or let me give it red color here, red color, okay, and save again. Yes, that's it. That's the first step of writing style on the browser, on the HTML site. It's called the inline styling. Inline styling. Okay. Now the other one is called internal CSS. This one now, your style is written in the head of the page. The head of the page. You write your style in the head of the page. Like now, in the head here, you come to your head here and say style. You say style. Say style. as a tag. Okay. Then you now write the rule for your style. The rule says that if it sees any tag called h1, let's see it here. If you see style h1 on the page, then give it this rule by saying maybe the color of the h1 should be blue. Let's okay, then font size of the h1, font size of the h1 too to be, let's say 48 pixel, 48 pixel. Okay, let's save it and see the effects on the browser. Let's save it. Okay, now this one now is not, we can see size changing, but the color is not changing. Why? Because the internal rule supersede the internal rule. Why? The internal rule, this one, this inline rule is the one overriding the internal CSS style in color. If you now remove this one now, if you remove this one now as a inline rule, then save the page again. Okay, I see now to change to the one that is here called the internal rule, CSS rule. So internal rule is not having power over the inline. The inline is the one having the last rule, so it will obey the one for inline. Again, let's come back again and say, okay, style here should be color red, and save again. I see now. So that's the way it is. Inline rule is good for inline. Inline CSS is the one primary. It's one that has the highest order of response on the site. All right. But for now, inline rule is not the best to use because you cannot be using it on every tag. If you're having a page like 3 or 5 pages on your site, you can't use inline rule for them. Now stress. So the best thing is to use external CSS. Now I will try and show you what we mean by the external CSS. Since we're having internal, so internal is written in the head of the page. Now for external one, external CSS rule is written in another file. Yes, another file entirely. We now link it to the page by a tag called link. Let's see how it's done. Now, if I'm writing my external CSS, I will write a new file. Okay, I will create a new file. Let me come again. So I will go to my editor, then go to file, new, new or control N, new, and write and save the file name as any file name in CSS. Okay, let me say my style. Okay, let me save it as as my styles.css. Okay, so that's the way to save your page. Or let's say style.css. Hmm. Style.css. All right. Hmm. Style.css. Coming. Okay. Now, for writing my style sheet, my style in a new sheet, I will now come to my new file here, style.css. Now, the first thing I will do here, let me change my body of the page. Now, you are dealing with the tags on your page. So the first tag to treat here is the body. Now, let me come to this color picker first here and see how you can be picking colors. Okay, this one is designed for picking color and to know the codes. Like now, I can choose a color for my body here now. That is like ash color. Let me see. Okay, so from there now, the code for ash color is this one. The code for ash color is this. If you are using, okay, the code, this one is in hexadecimal code figure, while this one is in RGB, red, green, and blue color. Yes, red, green, and blue. The code is this one. The code is this, but in hexa form. This is the code. I pick it now. I copy the code here. Then in my page, I will say body of my page should have this background color. I will now paste the code to it here and save. But for now, it is not showing because I have not linked it to the page. So linking the page now, I will come to my head here, my page head here. Then this one remove, this one removed. I will now say I call it a tag, link tag. So RAL equals to style sheet as a RAL style sheet. Then the source file is by href equals to styles.css. Then close the link and save. This one now will be saved style sheets. Okay, sorry, double E. Okay, good. I see now it has worked now on the page. Can you see now? So now I've linked my CSS sheet to the page using link. So anything I'm doing now, editing the sheet, I'll edit it here in the page here. Let's see how it works now. The body now is in color of ash color. If I change it now to another color now, let me see another color here. Okay, let's see this color here. Okay, and save again. The page is now saved to the new color. Can you see? So that's the way to work by style sheet. So you can now use it to work for all pages. But now I'm using this light color of this color is light. Let me see. Okay. Again, I think it's 245, 240, 240. That's the code. Or we use another command and another reference color reference of hash. You say RGB. So can you see now? RGB means RGB. It means red, blue, red, green, and blue. 245, 240, 240. That's the combination of color for the sides. Okay. Let me try more of this. 225. Okay, it's getting blue. Okay. Blue color. All right. Okay. Is that good? As a background color for your sites. Okay. All right. Let's take this one. It's fine like this. This one is fine like this. So, all right, it's good. That's good color. So now we have work on the body now, like this now, for our site. Now, it remains the navigation bar. This one now, I will now put this tag here, nav, then this one, these links here, I will now give it a code again to make it more professional. Now, I will now look for my nav here. I will say for nav, first thing is that I'm giving it a background color of, let me say, okay, let me say background color of our nav. Okay, should be, let's come again and pick another color here. Let's pick blue color from, let's pick blue color. Okay, that should be more lighter than this one. Okay, so what's the code? 192 195 242. Background color be what? RGB 192. Let me see again. Okay, 195 then 242. Okay, 242 for the navigation. Let's see it. Is there any changes here? Background color. Okay, that changed here now, but it's not fine enough. Let's now come and give it more features. Okay, for the nav now, I can give it height. I can say your height. Okay, height of the nav should be 70 pixel. Let's see how it will look like. Okay, 70 pixel is better now. But the content there is not okay. Now, okay, the padding for it. Let's give it a padding. Padding means spacing between the contents. Padding here, let me give it the space. Spacing of top to be 0 pixel. Then right contents to be, let's say, 30 pixel. Let's see it. So now this one means padding on top, like now for top now, 20 pixel in top and bottom. Then right also to be this also, and I'm left. But I want it to have padding a 0 top for now. So the bottom will not be too much. And then left to be 30 pixel. Okay, let's see that now. It is changing now. It's changing now. Then what happened again is that the content should be displayed on center. I will say align item, align my items on the center. Okay, then display of my document, display the content to by flex. This one is to split it into make it flexible. Navigation bar usually use flex method. The flex method here means is to spread the content in a equally. Then more thing to do again. I will say justify content. Justify content by space between them. Space between. That's it now. So the nav now have been, the navigation now has been designed in a professional way. Can you see now? Spacing is there now on my navigation bar now, as you can see. So padding, align centers for item center, the flex. This one is to split the content equally, by their space. So you can adjust by height, by width of the page equally also. Can you see now? That's good. Now, for now, I want to now design the the link again. So show active ones and unactive ones. Now from the page here now, my HTML page here, you can see we have what we call A here, the home. This one I can say my name of my site. Let me call it Mam Mall. Mam Mall. Okay, for my site, Mam Mall, for selling all kinds of goods, maybe clothes, electronics, shoes, bags for children. Yes. So I call it Mam Mall. This is the name of my site. Now this one now, this is the first name of the site. I will now say, okay, this one should bear, let it bear the name, let it bear a brand name. I can give the class class to be brand of my site. Then it will be different from other links. So now I will say, okay, in the nav here, okay, come and design this nav and brand to be special. I will just say nav. Then let me come and say something here for you before we go further. I've done for the body. Okay, let me see. How can we identify? How can we give your? Let me see again. Another way to give your page or style. Another way to identify your element on your site is this. For now, we did a tag by naming the tag, body, and also nav. We have designed them for us now on the page now. Show it now. Now, I want to also design how to style another element by class name. If you are styling a tag or element, use tag. But now we have what to call class. Class in CSS is known by dot sign. If you say class now in CSS, it is called dot class. Like now, I'm having here dot brand as and class as brand for this link here. So now I can just say, okay, any nav that's having dot brand, dot brand there. This one will point to this. It will point to this link here because it's having brand as class. Yeah. So it will come here and style this link here because the name here is the target is A under nav, but the class name is brand. So it will style this one small. So now let's now say nav dot brand and say, okay, your color should be what? Should be white. Let's say white by title white. Let's see it. Okay, I change now to white. color. Then the font style of this one, let's see the font style, font size, sorry, font size to be bigger, let's say 20 pixel, and see 20 pixel, okay, or 24 pixel, 24 pixel, okay. Now I don't want the line to be having underline the name here. I just say okay, text decoration, to be, you can have dash, dotted, double, line through, or none. The none here we remove the underlying text on the page, on the link. Let's save and see. Okay, yes. Then the font weight, make it bolder. To make it bolder or thinner, let's use 900 as font weight. Okay, it's too thick. 900 or 800. Okay, one test more. Or the color here should be black. Let's see which one will work faster. Okay, black. And the font size to be 30. Let's say 30 pixel. Let's say 30 pixel. And test more. Okay, let's see it there. And test more. All right. The black is not fine. White is still better. All right. That's for the first one. The brand name has go at this. That's fine. So now we have done the brand name of our site now to be called test more. All right. Then let me add one more thing here before we finish this one. I can say letter spacing to give space small between each letter. Letter spacing, we have what we call 0.1 to 1 pixel. So let's say 0.8 pixel. Let's see how it will look like. It will space each letter by some pixel. Let's say 1 pixel. Okay. So pixel spacing. Okay. And test more. All right. 1.5 pixel. Okay, that's okay. That's good. Now, if now want to design the links to have special color, special design, we can now say, okay, our anchor tag here should have the same. Let them have the same. I come again. I say, okay, under the nav here, my A style here, my A tag should have a font size of 20 pixel. Let's see them. Okay, Okay, it's okay. That's all right. Then I don't want to see the line there again. So I'll just come and say text decoration for my links decoration to be none. So it will remove all the lines on the link. Then your font weight, it should be thicker small. Font weight should be, let's say 600 to be more thicker. Okay, that's good. Then padding, that's spacing between them. Padding between all the tags. The top 15 pixel, and the right also 30 pixel. Let's see. All right, good. It's not having space now between every text. Good. Home, about us, contact us, color picker. Okay, yeah, good. It's having good color now. All right, space now. That's good. But now I want it to have a border. The area of my links. Okay, I will just say okay. Let's have a border. That line. I will say border for every line called tag should be 1 pixel. Let's see, 1 pixel. Now, the border here can be in form of solid, and color to show clearly on the navigation bar. Maybe black, okay, or white. Then color, you can say color to use for the border here. Let's find color white 255. 255. That's white, okay. White color. Guys, now this color here, F. That's white color. Okay. Let's save and see. Save and see the color of border. Okay, this one is going to be one color. Let me see them. Okay. Okay. Let's go on. Let's go on. Then you can now shape the border again. Border radius. Border radius. Okay, let's say 15 pixel. Okay, let's see again. Good. Radius 15 pixel. All right. That's good. That's nice. But this one should not have this one here should not have border. So how can we do that? This one should not have border. Let's see how we can do that. In the brand, okay. Let's say border for the brand should be what? Let me see what you can use there for the border. Not to show. Okay, you can say none, border none for the brand. So from there, the brand name will not have any border. All right, that's it. So only the home and the about us and other ones we have border. Okay, that's good. That's good now. So now then this one can be more thicker, maybe 2 pixel, more thicker, 2 pixel. All right. That's it for the links. Now, I want if I want my page to show the active to show what the active link, active link. I can give it a special color too. Active link can have a special color. So now on the home page here, on my HTML page here, I can say, okay, I can see that this one should be active. Let me see the page again. The index page here can be active page. When you are on the index page, it's active. So it's having a new color for active. Let's see how you can do that. Let's see how you can do that. Now, the class there is called active class. I will now come to my style again. Style again. Now, I will say on the nav again, my a tag with active class dot active class should have this style. Have this style. Now, from the home page here, okay, now let's see. I can give it a background color and color of text. Let me see now. Let me see the color I can give it. Let's say, okay, let's say color for the active tag should be white color, white, FFF, okay, white. Let's see the effect. Okay, it's now white now, but the background color should be changed. Then the background color should change to, let me see it. Okay, background color, you say background color for the active element should be, let's get it here, let's get the color here. Color here for the active one, let's say blue. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's good. There it will be thicker than the other ones. Okay, let's do this one. RGB. Let's say RGB 115, RGB 115, comma 115, 92 and 230, 92 and 230. Okay, let's see the effects. That's nice. Yes, that's nice. So this active, the active link for the home page is this one. Okay, that's good. But now, when we are putting mouse on the link, it should also change colors or reactions. Let me see. When putting mouse on them, it should also give color. For here now, this one will bear This one now will bear A over. A over. Let's see now. Let's see now how to do that. Now you come to your style too here and say, okay, for my A, I want to give it an over effect when mouse is there. I will say nav my A tag, then you use colon for it, colon over, then over, meaning that anytime you are over the page or link, it should do some codes, some effect. Now for the over now, the color will change to, let me see, the color will change to white, color. Let's see now. Okay, good. Yeah, it's changing. White. That's the over effect now. Then the background too. The background too should change the background color to take lighter background color. Should change to lighter active page. Let's see the lighter one for this one. Let me see lighter one. Okay. Lighter one. Okay. Let's say RGB 170. RGB 170, 156 and 242. Let's see, it's 242 by color. Okay, let's see how it will look like when you're over it. Correct. That's nice. Correct. Good. So we are over in the text now. Can you see now? So that's a lighter link for the page. Good. That's the way to color the links now. Okay. So that's good. But now, if we now come to the second page here, about us. What's this? The style is not effective here. Can you see now? On the home page here, you have a fine design of our navigation bar, but on the about us here, there's nothing yet there. Now, what we now do here is that the style we have written for the first home page here, we will now link it to the second page. Let's see. I will now go and link the style to the index page here. I have here on the head here, I have here link for the style sheet. So I will copy this link now and go to my second page about us. Then I will now add it to the page in the head and say link. Okay. Let's now see the effect. Let's see the effect now for this about us. About us. Okay, that changed background color, but the navigation bar is not yet effective here. What happened here? Okay. Now, since we are working on nav and now it's not on the about us page here. So now let's put nav here tag, then close nav too by coming this to this page and close nav. Okay, for the about us page. Then here we have what we call test more for our site. Let's see how it will look like again. Good. Okay, this is the about us page now. Correct. It's having the navigation now correctly. Meaning that if you are to be writing our style now with inline styling, we'll be repeating the same code for the page. So inline styling is not good here now because we'll be repeating the same code for every tags for inline. But now I'm using the external link now, external styling CSS. This one now, this one now, we face all the codes on the page at once without you writing again the style again. So now it has linked the page now about us now correctly. Can you see now? It's home now. It's about us. Home, about us. So okay. This one should be about us. Alright. Then this one will say contact us. Okay. That's good. So that's the way to write about us page. About us. Then the okay. This one is having this tag again. Color picker. Let me add it here. Color picker. Add it to the page. Then here too. And the page about us, home, about us, home, about us, then contact us. Okay, contact us is still same thing with this one. Let's do the same thing too to contact us. Let's see contact us. There is no navigation bar. Okay, let me see the page again. Contact us. Okay, so there's no nav here. There's no nav here. I now add nav tag here. Then close nav. Now close nav again. So from there, the style now effect contact us. So in contact now, we will say contact us also. Then this one will say about us. About us, contact us. Then home. About us page, contact us page. That's good. Then I think that's okay now. We can now go further. This time we say test more as our name of our site. Say test more. Okay. Correct. Contact us. Let me see it. Okay, contact us.html. It's okay now. About us, contact us. That's good. So we're having with one single file of CSS, we can now design our page easily now. So that's good. So that's the way to style our page using the inline style, internal style, and the external style. So, but this one is the best. The external one is the best one to use for a site that has 2 to 3 or more pages. That's it. That's it. So if you hear what we call CSS selector of CSS, you can select CSS or to tag with class, then here is with ID, then this one is every element. Element. So from our one here now, we have done for tag and class selector. Class is the dot we have here. The ID2, okay. ID2 can be done. So that's it. For colors, we have colors. Color in text like white to show white color. Color by name. Then color by codes. So S code. That's the one we see here. Color by code. This is the code now. For red code now. See for red. This is the code for red. If you want color for blue, like this is the code for blue. This one is hexadecimal color for blue. Then again we have one for shorthand RGB. So you can see here we have what we call RGB. That's red, green, and blue together to be 17, 0 and blue color RGB. So this one too, I see now the code is changing by code based on the color type. So that's it. Also, let me say again. Let's go to other ones. Font styling. Okay. Later we go there. Now this one is CSS box model. This one says that every element is what? Is a box. Every element in a page, HTML page is a box. Then mastering this unlocks all layout control. You have margin, border, and padding, then content. As you can see, the content is the actual content or text, images, and videos controlled by width and height. Then padding means space inside the border. Then part of the element background colors, this one. The border is the thickness or is the outline around the element. So the border here now is this one, the border here. It can be thicker or lighter. So the margin is the outside space. It is space outside the border. So the space outside the border is the margin. That before the border, the space is margin. So between elements, it is not visually visible, but it will give you a space before the border. So and padding is what? The space or margin inside the border. Mhm. Like now, the border now, this margin now, margin outside the border, then this one in the border, then padding. Padding now is one inside the border before the content now appears. So that's it. Now we have what to call background in CSS, backgrounds in CSS. So the color, images, and gradients and how to control them. Background color. Like now, in the body here we have what? Body background color is so. So if you check this color, this color means shorthand color in X form. X form. Let's see the effect here on our style sheets and see how it will look like. If you say that your body background should have this color, okay, sorry. Okay, let's see this color now. Then save. No, sorry, this nav. These are nav, not body. Undo jelly. No. Okay, this one is not the best color we have before. Okay. This one. These are enough. Okay. I think I use some color before. All right. All right. Now I want to give another color to this place called header in my page. I'll come to the home page again here and say the header. Now, if you see it now, we have what we call background color. Then we have what we call the linear color too. Linear gradient. This one can help us to color our background in a linear form. The linear, let me show you how it is. Okay, let's come to our header here. Our header here on the page here. HTML. We have here header. Okay. Now, let's now start it in the style sheet. Using this one, this tag header. So now we will say our header should have, let's say, header. So the first thing here for header, let me give it spacing. Let me give it a space and see how it will look like. Yeah. Header now on our page. So I will say padding first for my header. Padding for top. For the top first of all, for the top, let me give it 60 pixels and see. Okay. Then for the right, and left, I will say 40 pixel. Okay, so padding for the top and bottom 70 pixel. Then my text for the header, I can put this as center. I say text align to be center. Let's see. Okay, good. Now I need the color for the background of my header to be in a linear form. I can come here and say my background color for my page should be in a linear form. Linear gradient. You say linear gradient. Now this one means it should mix color together. Maybe white plus red and blue in a linear form. So now the first command, the first column will be the dimension of the mixture. Initially, let's try and put 90 degree. So now I'm mixing some colors down together. There are 3 colors together. So let's mix colors together. Let's pick some colors here together. Like green color. Okay, I will say this one. Okay, copy this one. Green color, green, then mixed with another color. Let's say with blue. Mixed with blue. Let's find blue color here. Okay, mixed with blue color, then the third color to mix together. Then mix with either red or purple. Let's see the effects of purple. Okay, let's see now. Copy it now and see. Okay, then save. That's nice. Can you see now? We have now mixed we've mixed green plus blue and purple together. That is called color gradient in a linear form. Now, this one now, it has mixed green and blue and purple together. Now, this one now is not showing in another form. Let's say, okay, let's say that now header since we are having what we call here each one here in the header, we now say header h1, then give it a color of white. White is FFF. Okay, guys, now welcome to my site. Then the font size of it. Okay, let's see the font size of our h1. font size should change to bigger one. Font size should change to bigger one. Let's say 48 pixel. So you can as well say welcome to MamTest More. Welcome to MamTest More. Okay, that's it now. That's now make our page to be more better and robust. That's good. Let me see if you can change the color again, the dimension again to another dimension. Okay, the header here. Let's try and see another one, maybe 135 degree. Okay, the same thing. Let's try and say 270 degree. Okay, so it's rotating the color. Or let's say 180 degree. Let's say 180 degree. 180 degree. Can you see now? Green is on top, blue is in the middle, then the purple is at the bottom. So that's able to mix color, mixing color together. But it should not be like this. Let's say 135 degree. That's fine. That's good. So now this one is okay now. So I think it's okay now. So that's the way to add color background to your page. So that's it. Or you can add image too. Image can be a background too. But for now, let's stay at this one first. Then you now add other ones to later. So borders can have some samples here, like solid border, dash border, border radius, dotted border. Okay, this one is like, let me see this one. This one is a P. Okay, circle P. Those are ways to add borders to your site. Later now, you go to what we call units in CSS. Later. We have pixel, percentage, rem, m, viewport, and viewport, width and height. So later we go there and work again. Yeah. But for now, let's stop here for today, so that we can continue later for more examples. So let's see the other page too, about us. Okay, it's not showing here. Let's now add this again to the page to show about us. Let's see here. So we come again to the code again. Okay, you come to the code again under the about us here. Let's see about us here. Now we don't say header before the H1 here. You will say header, then close header. Post header for our page. So from there now, can you see now? It has first it now. Good. It has shown the page now as header. About us. Out of this one, contact us too. Okay, it's still not showing. Yeah. Let's now add it again to the contact us page. Contact us page. We will now say header. We say header. And add it here, contact us header. All right, so let's see now again. Good. So that's the beauty of using external CSS. It works immediately on your page. Welcome to test more about us, then contact us on page. So maybe later now we will further work on this one also to make it more beautiful and robust. That's it. That's it for today. So let's stop here. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.